Alright, we are going to push off from Frostbound, and we are going to find out what the Sigil-Ridden Navigator wanted to forget. Alright, let's go. I do love the fact that there's an option to increase terror. The funny thing is, there is some very small tactical benefit to increasing terror, but it's so tiny. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Captain, may I speak with you in private? His voice is dull. His sigil throbs, red as embers in the needy gloom. His forgotten crime. He hands you a confession, retrieved from Void's approach. Please, read. Square of paper, folded into quarters to make a booklet. Read the first page. To whom it may concern, I hereby record my full and honest confession in the hopes of absolution in her enduring majesty's service. In May, my brother Richard and I took service on the Bonnie Swan, he a bosun, I as navigator. The captain, Swinburne, was a good man, but ambitious. When we reached King Eater Castle, our supplies were low, but we pressed on in the hope of finding land. There was none. Read the second page. Our stores nearly depleted, we turned back. In ere I commit the first of my crimes. I mistook my readings and set a bad course. For days we steamed northwest, not west, into the empty dark. Our supplies ran out, and still no trace of port. Hunger set in, and terror. What I pray was madness. Ravening, desperate, raving. We agreed to draw lots, with the loser giving up life and flesh so the others could go on. The first of us to draw the short straw was the captain. The second was my brother. My dear, solemn, solid Richard. There were more after. Seven times we drew. 7 of our number went into the pot, and not one of them quietly. Those of us who made it back to port swore to never speak of our crime. But one of us, someone with a keener conscience than mine, confessed. I fled the noose to Z again. I regret it all. I will do anything, please. Here he has scribbled his later note when the Admiralty failed to select him for absolution through service. You did not answer. If I cannot be forgiven, then I will forget. The Chapel of Lights will help me for a price. His eyes meet yours when you look up from the page. They are as dull as old iron. I'm done, Captain. I'm done. I have one more thing to ask you. His last request. The truth has broken him. Parting ways. He buries his face in his hands. Even if I could remember, I would not want to. But it is only a matter of time until this. He runs his finger over his sigil. Takes something I can't do without. Maybe I forget how to breathe. Or which way is north. Perhaps I will strand us all at Z again, and it'll be oaths of silence and straws in the dark. Be rid of me, Captain. Put me ashore somewhere I can't be forgotten. Where would he like to leave? Leave me at Codex, where my silence won't be questioned. Or the Empire of Hands, where no one will care. You've heard the mute exiles on Codex award anyone who brings them an inmate. They pay with secrets of fire. There is no such recompense from the apes of Port Stanton, but your navigator offers to leave you his tools, charts, and notebooks in return for his passage. There's another, less pleasant option, and I know what it is, and I will be choosing that less pleasant option. For now, I'm going to be sailing, and although this definitely isn't the end of, like, the stories, so to speak. There's no end to the stories. Yeah, Irem is usually a lot further north. I've never seen Irem this far south before. This is weird. Like, it's not even say it's, like, really, really far south. It's just the fact that it's not up tucked in the corner. Either that or I'm just not remembering properly. So, because that, I want to say, like, marks the end of anything. This isn't the end of this for sure, but the only other people I have is the Brisk Campaigner and the Irresistible Cannoneer. The Tireless I'm not going to even be able to try until I get a nice big ship. And the Sigil-Ridden Navigator will complete his fairly soon, actually, if all things go as planned. But after that, I'm going to, I guess, planning ahead, I guess, I will try to get a submarine so I can show you a bit of that stuff. I know where to get one of the, not endings, but anyway, a port report, yes. God, Europe. Ugh, that's an expensive fuel, but it's kind of necessary. Captivating treasure, you get 50 fuel with it, holy smokes. And I'm trying to remember what the guy needs. Oh, sorry, wrong place. Oh yeah, I need to go to the Empire Vans anyway. I'm not going to drop off the Navigator there, but I'm going there anyway. Lamentable relics or 7 sacks of dark drop coffee. I do wonder why a lot of these options you can't sell them for anything worthwhile. Anyway, technically I could buy the. I can't remember how much he was going to pay for each, but how many secrets do I even have actually? Oh, 9. Oh, no. I'll save my secrets. And I'll push off again, heading south as usual. Urim. I do love the look of Urim. Again, it's one of those places that I really wish we could see more of, because it's just so... Or not see more of, Sunless Sea, the Fallen London series in general, and Sunless Sea is, like, you know, both of them, all of the games. The thing that they both... What makes them amazing, and also what makes it so that they're kind of cursed in a way, is that I would love to explore this world in like a 3D environment, to actually like stand on the, oh my god, that was close, like the docks of the Wolfstack docks or something like that, or like to oh Jesus, I can't believe I'm trying to like, oh jeez, okay, that was close. Hey, I've never been here before, guys. The Nativity. Why it's called the Nativity, I will never know. This is Savior's Rocks. The sound of their constant motion is like pebbles on a beach. Spiderland! Scuttling reaches. Oh my god. Oh, I get the haunted doctor. This is another one that I like to... Well, this one's different. This one's interesting. Please, I must leave this terrible place. The sorrow spiders will not take me back. Please. The haunted doctor increases hearts and pages. Welcome aboard! The haunted doctor hurries aboard the ship. He pauses, looking at the cursed wasteland of Savior's Rocks. The lady said I would never be able to get it back once it was thrown away. I see she was... Never mind. Is this my cabin? Yes, it's more than I deserve. Preparing for the Festival of Silk. You can trade supplies and you get silk. It's not a great trade. Oh yeah, delivery of trinkets. An almost entirely legitimate silk dealer, almost entirely legitimate silk trader urgently requests your help with the delivery to Fallen London. Trinkets? Just trinkets, confirms the man, holding out the box, shaking it. You hear the rattle and a sudden look of horror on the man's face. He says nothing, though, merely backs away as quickly as good manners permit. Jeez. Do I even want to know? Okay, sure. Attend with festival preparations. The assistant of an experienced captain and crew will hardly be turned down. The traders of the Nativity have little practice showing appreciation, but at least they put in the effort. In particular, they are not entirely accidentally. They not entirely accidentally let slip the secret to the Accord of Grace, a hospitality granted visitors by the generous neighbors of whom they speak of no ill. They do, however, hint that this only applies to travelers arriving through the port. Those unlucky enough to run ground on the rocks can consider themselves... But no sorrow spider might, a sorrow spider might hear something they would, of course, never say. Yikes. Yikes. Let's get the hell... Actually, is there any shops? Oh, yeah. Let's get the heck out of here. Where am I going now, actually? So there's Polythreme over there. I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, we already found the con, didn't we? It's south. So there's gotta be... Maybe Demo's up there? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Sorry. Let's see here. Oh, you can't even read it. I'm surprised. Um, definitely not Sorrow Spider's eggs. God damn it. Shouldn't have done that. I was gonna check something. Yeah, I was gonna check. So you go there, demo. Um, is there anything else? Oh yeah, where's the? Where do I need to get the strategic? Oh, Empire of Hands. Okay, sure, that should be easy enough. In fact, I'm almost upon the Empire of Hands. Yay! Can't wait to be able to fight those guys. It's so much fun fighting. Like, oh, wait a second. Wrong side. Clasp our souls tight. Alright. The delightful adventuress leans over the railing of the ship, sniffing the humid air with an apparent and evident distaste. What a filthy, dark little place. Oh well, we shall endure. At the sight of the mare hobbling up, she straightens. A thin, insincere smile spreads across her face. Ah, you there, my good primitive, she calls, striding down the ramp and clasping her arms tight. Now then, I come in searching of your first Emperor's vault, and for that I shall be needing a few things. Some of your finest workers and tools and some food. Do you understand me? She shakes her head, barely waiting for a response. Food, she repeats. Comprendes? Oh, that's. Oh my god. Oh dear, I see we shall be here for a while. Listen, I hear you fellows rather like souls. Shall we discuss that like higher primates? Payment for the journey. Barnabas stays to settle up while his mistress negotiates the value of her soul with the emperor. Not bad. A man with no face. Barnabas removes his mask with what looks like a silent moment of great relief. Underneath it is nothing. Just a flat surface where his face should have been. Ah, an unfinished clayman. One of those flawed products of polythreum that follow their own rules. If only you'd known that before you boarded. Of course, that's why the adventuress never mentioned it. He silently presents you with your agreed fee, dips his head in a polite bow, and lumbers back to his mistress. It appears she's struck a deal with the mayor. Excellent. I think it's in the Sovereign Island in the court. Oh, shoot. Right. If I go to Heartsake Island, I think it is. No, never mind. I wonder how I get his treasure map. Oh, I needed Searing Enigma. I have 2 wounds. Jesus. Wait, do I actually have 2 wounds? That's pretty bad. Visit the delightful adventuress's camp. With a small army of monkeys bought with her soul, she excavates the vault of the first emperor. A gift for the Monkey Emperor. The delightful adventuress has already uncovered and put aside many treasures. A small statue among them looks particularly interesting. No one is watching. At least you don't think so. It's hard to tell with Barnabas's blank face giving nothing away. Can he see? He seems to be able to, somehow. In any event, he makes no move to raise alarm as you take the small trinket. Speak with the delightful adventuress. She prepares to make her run on the vault. Oh, it's you, of course. Help me with these blasted maps, would you? The monkeys are quite clueless. She shakes her head. They claim that our souls uplift them, but if you ask me, it's just a case of monkeys see, monkey do. Can you believe that they think the Zeppelin of theirs will let them create a new empire? Wait, you there! Take that out of your mouth this second! The vault of the first emperor. Its stone entrance dominates a small clearing. A not so ancient edifice. It may look centuries old, but this entry's way is relatively new. The monkeys can never leave it alone, always adding bits on as their whims demand. Oh, a tribute to the Emperor's first ingredient. Okay. To rush, darling, is to court tragedy. The adventuress barely pays any attention to you as she prepares. She's not ready, basically. I'm gonna head back to the court because I think that's. Oh no! I gained strategic information. Oh, okay. Let's go to Sovereign Island. The gates are guarded by two armored monkeys that would look adorable if not for the blood on their bayonets. Humans are not welcome without an invitation or a worthy gift for the Emperor. The Wildweald Court. The stench and heat as the gates open are a sucker punch to your senses. Inside, the stagnant air of the windowless wooden palace hangs with sweat and tastes of hair. Everything is filthy and every surface used. The apes as likely to swing across the roof as they walk the floors. In prize oasis, in prize oases of relative calm, the high-souled conduct themselves with the poise of high-born lords and ladies. Among them, the barely lifted lessers scamper about exhausted, taking orders and cruelties from all those who care to dispense them. In the middle are countless more, a sea of apes longing for advancement and fighting for what they have, with tooth, claw, and low cunning. Emperor Crispin IV holds court in the heart of the palace. None may speak without permission, but the voice of the Emperor is still the least heard of all. Summoned by the Emperor. To step into his throne room is to step into another world, a polished one of cool and blessed quiet that already feels as alien as it is pleasant. An official welcome. The Emperor sits on his throne, wrapped in robes of violet and wearing an ornate golden mask. He remains motionless and silent. He could be mistaken for a statue, if not for an almost impeccable nod, imperceptible nod, to grant his seneschal permission to speak in his name. She approaches, arms folded in a red-ribbed yellow robes of a court mandarin. Her expression is carefully blank, the chestnut hair on her face powdered alabaster white and decorated with an exquisite detail in red and black. The rings on her fingers mark her as a 10-souled ape, a status even the Admiralty can respect. She bows before you, a complicated ritual display of sweeping sleeves that somehow never breaks eye contact. Finished, she waits for your response. Ooh, that's tough. Return the bow. You are, after all, in front of an emperor. Or a curtsy. Ooh. I guess I'll try. Oh, thank God. A flicker of approval. You bow deeply, but not to the exquisite seneschal. She is but the voice of the emperor, and it is to him that your respect is due. He makes no move and says nothing, but a test has been passed nonetheless. Now there is business to be discussed. Excellent. The Great Exodus. The exquisite seneschal requests your assistance to supply the Empire of Han's great work, a zeppelin that will take them to a new home far away from here. Materials for the journey. You point out the Admiralty has the Empire of Hands both under embargo and quarantined. The only thing the only thing worse to be caught doing here than supplying them would be helping them escape their confinement. Have you people not already caused us enough pain? She demands. We starve, and you would prevent us being fed. We thirst to explore, and you cage us like animals. Why? For what fine purpose? What threat are we to you, who happily dine with devils? She shakes her head, almost with pity. What can you possibly see in us that shames you so? I will accept the commission. You will help the apes complete their zeppelin. The exquisite essential bows again, deeper. With a pair of servants to row the boat, she takes you to the zeppelin site at Port Stanton. It was originally the project of a traveler from afar hoping to travel east, who encountered an accident. In his plans and engine, however, the monkey saw their opportunity. The Great Exodus will require supplies and fuel, of course, explains the exquisite essential. We also seek souls to uplift our brethren that may join the work. You will, of course, be reasonably compensated for your expenses and rewarded upon completion. She also hints that there may be faster ways to complete the Zeppelin. To say more, though, would require a level of trust that you've not yet earned. Basically, when you, so you can contribute your own supplies and fuel and souls, which is a nightmarish long time, because it just takes forever. Or you can okay, compile a port report. Or you can sorry about that. You can talk to, if you gain enough, basically enough ooh, excellent. There's a rare opportunity to peer into the heart of the Empire. The Emperor seethes in silence. The Zeppelin is what the Penty's full attention is what has the Penty's full attention right now. However, dark murmurs not extended for your ears speak of unfinished business before the Exodus, of a weapon the Emperor intends to employ against his greatest foes. Oh my goodness. So you can what do you calls it? Curious. What can I trade? Nothing. Sorry about that. You can. Damn it. Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. If you gain enough respect by trading and doing stuff at court, then you can actually gain ways to really quickly supply the Zeppelin, which we might get to. Maybe not this time, because I think I'm intending to end the game. Well, no, I could end it this way actually. That's the thing is I'm basically, so what I mean when I keep saying end the game is the game you can either retire, die, or choose one of the many optional endings, which are very difficult to find. This basically leads to one of the optional endings. I'm not sure which one I'll choose in the end. It really doesn't matter, like, because I'll probably end up starting again and continue the series doing another ending. But this one's a very interesting one, and I think it's very rewarding, if I remember correctly. I think I'll be heading out. All right. Actually, you know what? I'll end the episode here. It's been a while. All right.